The older you are, the freer you are, as long as you last. These were the words of Studs Terkel at 95. Terkel died peacefully in his Chicago home on Friday, October 31st, 2008, at the age of 96. But his legacy lives on. Louis Studs Terkel was an American author, historian, actor, broadcaster based in Chicago. He's best remembered for his oral histories of common Americans and for hosting a long-running radio show in Chicago.
What has happened to the human voice? Vox humana.
Terkel was a self-described agnostic, which he jokingly defined as a cowardly atheist during an interview on National Public Radio. He was a true humanist that extolled the human voice, which he called Vox humana. Studs Terkel was one of many who promoted humanism over the last 50 years. Humanism is a system of thought that rejects religious beliefs and centers on humans and their values, capacities, and worth. That's truly Vox humana, rejecting religious beliefs and centering on human reasoning. Well, what about the voice of God? Humanists reject the voice of God. The scriptures repeatedly call upon us to listen, even pleads with us to heed God's voice and reject the call of humanism. According to pollster George Barna, in a recent survey, 69% of Americans said they believe in God when described as an all-powerful, all-knowing, perfect creator of the universe. But only 47% of Americans say they read their Bible during a typical week. Come on, folks. Let's blow the dust off our Bibles and get our noses into the Word of God. In Hebrews 1, we're told, God, who at various times and in various ways spoke in times past to the fathers by the prophets, has in these last days spoken to us by His Son. This is voice divina, the voice of God. The Word of God jealously calls out to us to listen and respond to God's voice. Which voice will you listen to? The voice of humanism or the voice of God? For GN Magazine, I'm Dave Register.